0302908607. Something tragic happened in the Savannah region where we lost 2 babies and 3 are in critical condition as a result of a power cut by NETCO. And after cutting their power and after we losing these 2 precious babies, power has been restored. We understand that the hospital owes, that's the St. Anne's Hospital, owes NETCO about 4 million Ghana cedis. And that's the reason why power was cut from the hospital. But it has been restored, even though they are still in talks to pay. So the payment has not been done, but power has been restored. Could we not have saved these babies? Gentlemen, I don't know who wants to start it, but I don't want to get emotional about this because this is human life that we are talking about.
Yeah. You see, the St. Anne's Hospital is a member of the Christian Health Association of Ghana, CHAC. And by their establishment, government is supposed to pay the electricity bills, not the hospital. So that 4 million they are owing is actually being owned by the government, not the hospital. Not the hospital. The restoration of light there is done by the magnanimity of the MP of the area, Damango, who is the Honorable Abujinapo. He had to go and pay part of the money and through connections that the light has been restored. The question is, couldn't we have avoided the deaths of these innocent babies if it were to be your children, those disconnecting the light? Your babies, your wives have given birth. And the story even goes further to say they could not even transfuse blood.
Yes. That was a result of...
That was a result. It's painful that in this country we allow people to die recklessly because of failures of someone not using his own. The issue is that the president, His Excellency, Nana Adamo Akufo-Addo, has asked the electricity company to disconnect those who own. But you can use your discretion because I think that the disconnection should be targeted even at government buildings. The misuse of light by government appointees and in their offices when they go home and the air conditions are on. That is where the target should be. They should disconnect businessmen who are doing illegal connections, who knew that they would pay and they are avoiding the payment, not hospital. Especially hospital that is providing such important health and social
critical
services
facilities
to the people
like yes.
So I think that they could have spared the people of Damango at the St. Anne's, but they are already even giving services. Most of these they've reduced them so that the cost can meet the needs, the health needs of the people after they are rendering their services. And you go to rural areas, they are working in very serious, hard conditions. Some of them use motorbikes. They have some of them, sometimes they even have to carry pregnant women on Aboboya and so on. They are improvising to take care of the health needs of our people. Government should be responsible. If government is supposed to pay and they've not paid, why would you go and hold them responsible? Hold the one who is responsible, that has reneged on his responsibility. Hold him that. And it's a government institution, government versus government. Why should it happen?
To improve. I mean, let's wrap up on that.
Well, I think the situation is most unfortunate. It's a major indictment. And I associate myself with a lot of the things my brother has said. I mean, it's already a deprived community. Mission Hospital, the work that the mission hospitals are providing in this country, you are going to disconnect any hospital, even if it's a private hospital, not a mission, even if somebody's private hospital. Do you go and disconnect the hospital? Apart from the lives that we've lost, there are other lives that are going to be lost. The blood that has gone off.
And I had an interview. The disconnection was that even the generator could not even connect.
You see, look, I don't want to. Some of it, and this has nothing to do with politics. There are some people who, and I had an interview of some of the officials. I was so sad. They were justifying what they were doing. Justifying. You see, there was a time in this country where that type of thinking ruled everything state enterprise practitioners did. There's some wickedness at the back of it. There was a time in this country that's how things were going on in Ghana. You know, when they are doing something, the aim is to punish you, to put you in the worst situation. What is this? Use your discretion. Yes, His Excellency the President has instructed all these people to try and come up with and the management and their boards are putting pressure on them. But use your discretion. You are the manager on the ground. Look at the situation, the local situation. Look at the environment. If you don't disconnect them that day, would it? What problem would you have? What problem would, if you don't disconnect them that day? Now look at the lives that we've lost. You know, and you never know the circumstances of those mothers before even they went and had. So I condemn it 100%. Discretion. And it's not just the electricity people. Police. The other day there was a situation. There was a bridal party. A young bride, she was going to church, and the car in question didn't have, it was one of these trial numbers. And the police stopped. And I think the girl got a bit agitated. And the policewoman decided to send the car to the police station.
Just show of power.
And I asked the woman that why. And I said that is wrong. And this girl was weeping, a bride on her wedding day. And the woman said, why? She thinks she's doing wedding, and so because why? So that doesn't make it better. The little mindedness of that policewoman. You see, and it happens with not just with a lot of our people. You see, so yes, you're holding the office, you have the power, but it is expected that you should apply common sense to in the provision of your in the execution of your job, not to the detriment of people. This situation is so condemnable. It's so sad. I feel it for the it's not just the mothers, the families,
and the community,
the families. I mean, how?
Psychological and the trauma.
It's terrible.
It's
terrible. I mean, a mission hospital, and the medication that will go bad, the blood that is gone bad. How many other people are going to suffer because of that? And you, the officials, you think it is justifiable? We condemn it. That one day, no matter what, because this type of behavior goes on, transcends governments. And we must tackle it as a people. It's wrong. It's wrong. I mean, there are some police people who stand at certain benches. When they see women driving a car, they will harass the woman. I mean, some women have stopped going towards Abubushi market. Because if they are driving a car, there are some policemen, it is their business. They just harass people. Why? Because you're a policeman. You know, so we have to tackle these things. We have to, and these are the things that make the country move forward.
Should heads be rolling? Should someone be punished for this? I mean, we are going to talk and then we leave it to go. You see it on the carpet. Something must be done. Heads must be rolling for what we've caused to the community.
The least that can be done. A statement has to be issued. You see, but you see, like I'm saying, the world is moving forward. Tomorrow, somebody will think again and say, no, I want to take action against these people. Was it my fault that the hospital hadn't paid? If they go into the matter, Ghana National Health Insurance, have they paid everything they owe the hospital?
Yes.
Have they paid?
Good point.
So, you know, we are all, after all, the country is our own country. Let us deal with each other as Ghanaians. Why? Because you think you have some power, so therefore. What? How? No.
And when you see how these Christian institutions are run, like he said, they run efficiently and effectively. So if they knew that they were supposed to pay the bills and not government, I know that these Christian institutions have a way of paying their bills. But they were waiting on government. So is it their fault? And look at the trauma. Look at the psychological impact on mothers.
They were discussing it for about 3 hours before they finally disconnected. So are you trying to tell me that in the course of the discussion, the doctors didn't point out to the officials the consequences of the disconnection? They didn't tell them.
They don't even
For
need to
3
tell
hours,
you.
we were pleading with you. You said no. They said they are discussing in Accra. You haven't heard what the discussions are in Accra. So your instruction is to disconnect. So you are here and you will disconnect.
And he's talking about a statement.
Right.
Look, the Ministry of Health haven't issued any statement. The Ghana Health Service has not issued a statement. The Regional Health Services Directorate have not
And
issued.
NEDCO
The
themselves, who disconnected
DHMT, the DHMT in
power.
that district has not issued a statement.
We're also expecting, a statement.
Yeah.
The comments that the managers made was
Yes,
I find
at
was
least
regrettable.
we've lost lives, and life is more precious than any other thing we can have. But thank you very much, gentlemen. Unfortunately, we cannot touch on the IMF.